Adedayo.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hard Factor 90.3 Nigeria Info and Heron Port Harcourt. I'm Dayo. It's 10 minutes gone past 3 p.m. It's Thursday. That means we're having a Thursday edition, 22nd. And Thursday edition is good because it comes before the Friday edition. Welcome, and I hope you've had a fine Thursday so far, considering everything. From now till about 7 o'clock, we get the conversation going. Absolutely. After all, we're your number one talk news and sports radio station. And you're welcome to join in at some point or the other via the usual platforms. A reminder that we are live on facebook.com/Nigeria for PH. Do make it a point to like our page on Facebook. Also, you can watch live on YouTube as well. Do join the growing YouTube family on our YouTube page. Just search for Nigeria Info PH as well. You can also watch live there on also. So, quite a few matters on the agenda for today's conversation. We'll be attending to these issues one at a time, most definitely. I do have the traditional side comments coming up in a moment, random stories and random thoughts of mine on these random stories, which for the 1 billionth time will not be discussed during this period, during this hour, but possibly, after the major news at 6 p.m. during the open season segment. I'll take your thoughts and contributions on every matter discussed on the show, including my side comments, especially if you've not called in on the show today at all. That comes up after the major news at 6 p.m. So, after today's side comments, I do have a rant coming up. Something on my mind, I've expressed some thoughts on it. And I'd like to get your thoughts and mine till 4 p.m. Now, we've got business news at 4 o'clock, and we move on with the conversation afterwards. Let's see. Is Sunday Igboho coming home soon? Is he returning home soon? Will he be extradited, that is, or will he be allowed to move on to Germany, which I believe was his plan when he was apprehended in Benin Republic? Well, you may have heard the story already, but Igboho's extradition hearing holds today. I'm not quite certain if there's been an update to that situation. I will check, though. I will check definitely to find out if there's been an update to that situation, and I'll be intimating it. But here's a bit of the story that I had earlier today. A court hearing over the extradition of embattled Yoruba Nation agitator Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, by the Benin Authority will hold today. Igboho currently being held by operatives of Brigade Criminal in Cotonou. He was arrested on Monday night while attempting to fly to Germany with his wife. The Nation had reported that the court hearing scheduled for Wednesday failed to hold. Now, the self-acclaimed freedom fighter was not brought to court for the hearing by the Benin authorities. The hearing holds by 10 a.m. at Benin Court. Igboho's spokesperson, Olayemi Koiki, in a live update on early Thursday, explained that his principal's hearing will hold today. So we'll be discussing that situation. What exactly is an extradition? What is an extradition hearing? What does it mean between countries? Do these agreements, whatever they are they the same in every instance, or do they differ from country to country? Also, on what conditions would a person be extradited? Sunday Igboho in this case. These and other related matters as regards extradition will be discussed in the 4 o'clock hour. My guest, past chairman, Nigeria Bar Association, Omak Branch, Barrister Richard Wokocha, will join me for that conversation in the 4 o'clock hour after the business news. That takes us to 5. We've got the news update at 5 p.m. and after that, are our students getting dollar? Are they? Are they getting dollar? Is the social media age not helping them? Maybe they're concentrating too much on Ichok than arithmetic and geometry and other things like that, like science and economics and government. Well, mass failure in 2021 UTME, stakeholders jam trade blames. That story is in the Vanguard newspaper. With 14% pass and 86% failure at the just concluded 2021 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME conducted by JAM, divergent views have been expressed by stakeholders as to what led to the poor performance by the candidates. Now, while some said it was a reflection of the state of education in the country, Some blamed a number of factors for the situation. I'd like to get your take on this. What do you think is responsible? Terrible figures. Only 14% pass, 86% mass failure. Goodness gracious. That is absolutely atrocious. So what is it? Is it the Ichok generation that's causing it? Or is it that government isn't investing enough in education? What is it? I don't know. I'd like to get your take. Well, maybe I do know, but I prefer to get your take. Or maybe I do have an idea, rather. I'd rather get your opinion on the matter. That comes up in the 5 o'clock hour. We've got headlines 5:30, major news at 6 p.m. And open season after that till about 7 when the show officially wraps up today. So time will be in as usual for extra time. I do believe that the Olympics have kicked off already. I believe so. I believe the Olympics have kicked off already. Yeah, absolutely. I think with the football tournament, I think the football tournament has kicked off. I think there were a couple of games played today, and possibly are still going on as well, as far as the Olympic football tournament is concerned. So, but anyways, all the action from what's going on with the Olympics. I hear that the Ugandan athlete, the one that tried to get away, apparently his attempt at getting away did not succeed because he's been apprehended and he's been sent home. Absolutely so. Missing Ugandan athlete found, not according to Japanese police. Another story has says Ugandan athletes in Japan for Olympics who went missing heads back home. A Ugandan athlete who went missing in Japan last week after failing to qualify for the Tokyo Olympics has been found in the Mie prefecture, local police said on Tuesday. Weightlifter Julius was found in the town of Yokaichi after being registered as missing from a team training camp at Izu Misano, some 170 kilometers away. Anyways, he's been sent home already, so well, good luck to him, I suppose. Now, whilst I do appreciate, the challenges that we face in Africa, I think it's quite disappointing that he would take that step. And I know that many persons might hail him and say, oh, things are bad in Africa, he deserves to try to get a better life elsewhere. But just imagine, think for a moment, what the implication of this would be for other African athletes. And I think I've said this before. Imagine that at any international tournament or meet, not just the Olympics, any other one, where you have athletes representing or sports persons representing the countries from the countries, and you have African countries there as well, or African contingents there as well, and they're being monitored in a different kind of way. They're given special attention, security-wise, not because they're afraid somebody might slap them, but because they're afraid they might run away, or they might like to get away. Not good at all. Not good at all. So all the updates from the world of sports, the Olympics, and even football as well. Yep, the major leagues are shut down right now, but they will reopen. Who's buying who's transferring to where, all the details of the Sports Gang from the 7 o'clock mark. So that's the show for today. Any changes you will find out, simply stay tuned. And we keep the ball rolling with today's side comments. A reminder, they are simply random stories and random thoughts of mine on these stories, which of course will not be discussed at this time. Part of a bridge leading to the ancient kingdom of Ishekwe in Ekwere local government area has collapsed. Other parts of the bridge are collapsing and may cut the road in two. When our correspondent visited the area, local vigilante cordoned off the bridge, preventing vehicles from passing through. Residents of the area were seen walking across the bridge to catch taxis and buses, and some of them spoke to our correspondent. Let's hear what some of these persons had to say about this development.
They did not catch it. It's ordinary sand they pour. As the water is flowing, the whole water bounces on that side.
Those who give the road to do that time, at least make them come back, come use the eye, see what they do. If not waiting, then go use a hand, do and well, so that it go good.
They don't do it well. For now, we are begging for the government to come and look into this thing, because this is the only road we can follow. And mistakenly, anything that happens now, it will affect the community.
You see, say, Yaomagwa they go. With this my load, now carry load they walk off road. As you may say the road, though, at least now motor go enter direct. What would they pay 50 naira now and 100 naira to Omagwa here? So make governor come help us.
Yep, His Excellency, Your Excellency, Mr. Project. I hear you are Professor or Doctor Project these days. Not a bad thing. But please look into, I implore you to look into the situation over there. Even though a senior official in the River State Ministry of Work says rehabilitation work on the Ishopo Bridge has started, the official who spoke anonymously, I wonder why, explained that the slabs, well, maybe the official does not want to get to receive a text message that he or she has been fired, as has been known to happen. Now, the official spoke anonymously and explained that the slabs of the old bridge, which was demolished to construct a new bridge, is preventing proper flow of water from underneath the bridge and is washing away the soil. One wonders why. One wonders why this would have happened in the first place. I mean, wasn't there any kind of quality control? Wasn't anyone from the ministry or from some government agency trying to ensure that the proper things were done, that the bridge was built to specification and you know, did not contravene any engineering or scientific or commonsensical laws, you know? Your Excellency, I know you're very concerned about road infrastructure right now. And since we're in the season of bridges, another opportunity has presented itself for us to commission yet another bridge in River State. So let's look into that. At least the bridge will, you know, the bridge will go outside of Port Harcourt, you know, and so that's a good thing. For those who are complaining that they've not received their own flyover or their own bridge outside Port Harcourt, this is a good chance to silence all those critics, Your Excellency. This is a good time, a good opportunity to silence all those critics. That Your Excellency's bridges and flyovers are not just for Port Harcourt people. You know how you said Rivers money for Rivers people? Yep, Rivers bridges for Rivers people. Yeah, let's give the good people of the Kingdom of Ishopo a bridge, a befitting bridge or flyover for that matter. Right, so that's it. What else caught my attention on the news today? I think there was some other matter that I came across earlier on. Oh yeah, by the way, I hope you enjoyed the holidays. Finally over. I had a great time this past couple of days, especially on what day was it again? What day was it? Today's especially on Tuesday. I had a brilliant time with some really wonderful human beings. It was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much to Jude once again, and everybody else who made that happen. I hope you had a great time during the holidays also, and back to work. I hope that getting back to work has been good for you, I suppose. Two of the abducted students of Bethel Baptist Secondary School in Chukun local government area of Kaduna State have been rescued by police operatives. They were rescued on Wednesday evening by police operatives in Regina area along the Kaduna-Abuja highway. The Kaduna State Police Command spokesman Mohammed Jaligate said that the two abducted students were taken to a police medical facility where they are currently undergoing medical examination. You might remember that 121 students of Bethel Baptist Secondary School in Chukun, Kaduna State, were abducted from their hostels by bandits July 8. Last week, police rescued one of the students inside a forest, bringing the number of those rescued to 3. Remember, the bandits are demanding 60 million as ransom for the release of the kidnapped student. I'm somewhat skeptical here. I sincerely hope that they were actually rescued, as the police have said that they're rescued. I hope it's not that the parents of these particular students, the first one and these other two, settled the bandits. By that I mean paid a ransom, and were somehow released, and then our Nigeria Police Force has announced that they have been rescued. I sincerely hope they're rescued, and I hope that as these have been rescued, the over 100 still with the bandits are going to be rescued as well. I very much hope so. So you could give it a thought or even a prayer to these students and other students and individuals. Even in River State here, we have some persons in the custody of kidnappers. Give a thought, to these persons. Say a prayer for them even, that in hope that they will be rescued or at least set free, or better yet set free by the abductors, so they can reunite with their family, friends and loved ones. All right, we have to wrap this up right now, I suppose. But Your Excellency, in my capacity as your self-appointed senior special advisor on reminding you of critical matters, that's the River State Governor, it would be nice, I know you do all you can to leave some legacy, etch your name in gold and all of that before your second tenure elapses, and you're focusing on infrastructure, especially road infrastructure. But let's do something with education as well, Your Excellency. Let's do something with education also. It's the future. Now, the roads are good. Flyovers are not a terrible thing. But education, let's pay some serious attention to education also. We will be better off for it. Education will accomplish for us a lot more than all the roads and flyovers. Because once again, there is a future. And that future is not too far away. Not sure if it's in my lifetime, but definitely there is a future when flyovers will no longer be required. They will be demolished. If we do not prepare our children today for that future, it will be terrible. Let's invest heavily in education as much as we are investing, if possible, in flyovers. All right, so I think that's it for now. I will go and to a Book of Friday, CP. The versatile CP of River State. What's the situation with? I need to find that story about a man who was reportedly arrested by your gallant officers, your boys, your children. For a couple of months now, he's gone missing. The DPO said nothing like that happened. But we hear that you have said you're going to investigate. So what's going on with that? And all the other matters that you have been investigating regarding your boys. We'd like the good people of River State would like to hear the outcome of those investigations. All right, go for a break now. When I return, today's round comes up. Please stay with us.
Keeping up with political issues and developments around you, only on Nigeria Info.
Are you running late and can't make it down to our Rumorsi office to book your commercials? Don't worry, because you can take advantage of our marketing office inside Port Harcourt to book your commercials. It is located at Shop 9 Mediatrix of All Graces Plaza, opposite FIRS Stadium Road, Port Harcourt. You can also call our sales rep on 0817-001-8162. That's 0817-001-8162.
Keeping up with political issues and developments around you, only on Nigeria Info.
And now, Hard Facts. Hard Facts with Gaio.
Welcome back. It is Hard Facts on 91.3 Nigeria Info here in Port Harcourt. 29 p.m. I'd like to rant for just a bit. I've got something on my mind. Yes, I do actually. I'd like to express some thoughts on it, and you're very much welcome to express your thoughts and mine all the way till 4 p.m. Now, you know what? I'm just going to get straight to the story. Today's rant is off some story that was on our bulletin from earlier today, I do presume. Yep, from earlier today it was. I'm just going to get straight to it. Just a second while I fish out something. All right, here we are. So here's the said news item from our news from earlier today. National Union of Road Transport Workers, Tricycle section in River State, has called on the general public to disregard a letter purportedly dissolving and reconstituting unit executives of the union in the state. State Treasurer of the union, Felix Brown, said the letter was not issued by the leadership of the union headed by Mr. Frank Enadi. He urged members of the union to disregard the letter and go about their normal activities. Here's what he said.
That letter doesn't come from our state council. Our state council is being chaired by Chief Frank Enadi. He is the sole authority. He is the chairman that has all the power to issue as authority. And we are advising all our unit chairmen to go about their normal businesses. That as a state council of the union tricycle section, we have not authorized anybody to start distributing letters. Neither is any of our unit being dissolved. They think they can come into the tricycle section that is in peace to disorganize our segments. And we are not saying no. The segment of the national union, which is the tricycle section, is intact.
Also, our State Secretary of NURTW Tricycle Section urged members to be calm as the issue is being resolved by the union.
They should discard those letters and term it as fake. They should go about their normal businesses. They should remain calm. So what we are going to do, we are going to invite our units, just like we are passing this information, and tell them to remain calm. If it has to do with police case, maybe if it gets to the stage whereby we have to go to the station, then we'll make ourselves available.
All right, now that's the story. Now, ordinarily, you wouldn't think there's anything much to that story, right? I mean, it's a very simple thing. It appears to be a very simple thing. They're having some internal problem as to not surprising really, and also it's not a fascinating story. It's not. There's nothing surprising about it. I mean, unions of that kind, what if not of any kind in Nigeria these days, are always having leadership tussles and leadership squabbles, and disregard this and disregard that, and we will take it to them, we will give it to them, we will not accept it from them. So normal, nothing unusual, right? Similarly so. My concern with this, and quite frankly, I am completely unconcerned as to who the leadership of NURTW, whether it is the tricycle section or lorry loaders section, I quite sincerely do not care, cannot be more unbothered or unconcerned as to who the leadership of NURTW is. But here's my concern. Here is what concerns me, the start of the story. And I'll read it again. National Union of Road Transport Workers Tricycle Section in Rivers State has called on the general public. Aha, therein lies my problem. Now, whilst I do not pretend or suggest that I represent the general public, I think to a great degree the public, at least that I know, I suppose, the minuscule percentage of the public that I know, of the general public that I know, including myself, are completely unconcerned as to what happens within your union. I think that the general public really, and I'm speaking to the NURTW, whether it's the NURTW truck loaders section or tricycle section or bus section, or it doesn't matter really. Any section of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in Rivers State, or possibly anywhere else for that matter, I think it's safe to say that the general public really does not care about your unit's executives. First and foremost, the general public is not a part or a member of your union. So, quite frankly, we can't really be bothered. Second, I don't think that your union has done anything for the general public. I doubt that the NURTW has benefited the general public in any way, has contributed in any meaningful or positive way to the lives of the general public. As a matter of fact, I think it's safe to say that rather than improve the life of people or the general public, the NURTW has constituted has turned itself into a calamity to members of the general public. I think that rather than contribute meaningfully to the lives of the general public, the NURTW has succeeded in making a great number of the general public miserable. Rather than do anything to enhance the lives of the general public, I think the NURTW has succeeded in traumatizing a good number of the general public. So why should the general public take note, or why should you call on the general public to inform them as to who is your unit's executive, and who is not your unit executive, or who is issuing letter for leadership and who is not issuing a letter for leadership. Why should the general public be concerned about that? I mean, the general public, you know what, I'd like to rephrase. Sorry, I made a mistake earlier on. You know, I'm human after all. I made a mistake. The general public is concerned about the NURTW, but not what you guys think we're concerned about. The general public is concerned about the criminal activities and the criminal tendencies perpetrated by your members, NURTW. Now, if you want to address the general public, why don't you call our attention to that? Then the general public will be fascinated and will pay attention, because they are genuinely interested with the criminal tendencies of members of the NURTW. And don't just take my word for it. Just some weeks or a couple of months ago, I interviewed the relatively new chairman of Obiakpo Local Government Council, Honorable George Arielu, and he talked about how he shut down some illegal site where vehicles were being impounded. And upon his investigating that matter, it was discovered and determined that officials, members of NURTW, are the ones impounding people's vehicles illegally. First and foremost, they claim that you are impounding vehicles of your members who have flouted your rules or laws in whatever way. The fact of the matter is that a lot of these transporters may not even belong to your union, yet you don't care that they belong to your union or not. You go about harassing them, forcefully impounding their vehicles, and extorting humongous sums from them. That is criminal. That is what the general public is concerned about. Also, you even go beyond that. You have raised the criminal bar. You have raised the bar for criminality. You don't just attack even people who are public or transporters. You even go after private vehicles as well, owners of private vehicles. You jump into vehicles, you struggle with car owners in their steering wheel, forcefully impound their vehicles, and ask them to pay 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 naira. First, you have no right to do that. Second, they have committed absolutely no crime at all. Now, that criminal act of NURTW, the general public is very much concerned about that. So, NURTW, when you are ready to call the general public, to call on the general public as regards your criminal tendencies, then the general public, I believe, will be interested in that and would want to listen to you. When you are ready to address the general public on the criminality of your members, in attacking, traumatizing, assaulting, extorting, robbing, and stealing from the general public, then the general public, I presume, will be very much interested in whatever it is that you have to say. But until you address that, and thankfully, the Obiakpo chairman has done something about that. I hope that that matter has been laid to rest. I mean, in terms of the criminal tendencies, but I do presume that these activities go on in other parts of Riverside as well, and it's not unlikely that it might still rear its ugly head if it hasn't done so already, even in Obiakpo for that matter. But until you are ready to address the general public on these criminalities being perpetrated, carried out by NURTW men and maybe women also, the general public, I perceive strongly, remains completely unconcerned as to who writes letter in your union or who did not issue letter. On that note, I end my rant. Thanks for listening. Hope I didn't bore you. Any thoughts on mine? Let's hear it. Numbers are the same line to report. We got 0817 923 0002 or 0003, 0817 923 0007. Also, we are live on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. Please keep it brief and straight to the point, and once a call is answered, to turn down the volume of your radio set. It's expedient not to do so, else we literally cannot have ourselves a conversation. Once again, comment or welcome at this time via the numbers 0817 93 0002, 0817 93 0003 or 0007. WhatsApp on 0809 030 6416. Also drop a comment on facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH. And I'm wondering what's going on with the phone lines right now. Okay. If you're having any issues reaching the lines, just keep trying. I'm sure you get through eventually. It does happen every now and then, I suppose. Hello, Hot Factor, welcome.
Hello, Dario.
Hi, go ahead, please.
Good afternoon.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I'm calling from Town.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to comment about this National Union of Road Transport Workers. They are a complete nuisance to the society. Are you with me?
Loud and clear, go ahead. Or with wrath of tension, rather.
Complete nuisance. Because we found out that, in fact, most of them are, I don't know what to call them. They don't help the society at all in any way. They are only after what they can get for themselves. If you see them at the bus stops, how they harass buses, they jump into the buses anyhow just to collect tickets. And most of the parks they operate, you cannot see even a single renovation. Their toilets are dirty. The motor parks, you see with gullies, they cannot even buy a bag of cement to cover it. And they collect money every day. Go to my park. Some of them have been there for life as chairmen. Some of them are there as a secretary. I mean, they don't go. They are always there. So I don't know their contribution to society. To me alone, that should be, in fact, they should go for good. But they are not useful to us.
All right, sir. I suppose so.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Henry from Woji High, go ahead, please.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hello, go on.
The issue raised about the RSTW, or whatever they call themselves.
And NURTW, that's what they call themselves. Yeah.
You are very correct. I've seen so many of their people very wrong. It's not acceptable at all. I'm so happy that you brought me to the notice of person. And I think you should go more ahead about something about it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Henry. Your thoughts are also welcome via the numbers once again. And a reminder, facebook.com/Nigeria Info PH, WhatsApp on 0809 030 6416. Hello, Hot Factor, welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
All right, go ahead, please.
My name is Mr. from Daily Road. This National Union of Road Transport Workers, now they are informing the general public when they are taking money and they are not doing anything. Are they giving the general public accounts? The thing that is, this union nationwide, they are making good money. Like if you can reflect back, this one strong man in Yoruba land, Lamidi, something like that, is this NUTR man that is in Ibadan? That is, for you to be the chairman alone, they used to fight and in fact injure people. And
even in Lagos, for example, there have been several incidents of clashes between these members, bloody clashes.
Yes,
you know,
in the West.
Yeah.
In the West. And now these guys, the money they are making, maybe these other people want to come and enjoy it again. Because sometimes when you see this guy, after they take this money from these people, they go to beer parlor, take pepper soup, big fish head, and drink.
What's wrong with pepper soup? What's wrong with pepper soup?
Where this money is going to? You don't have bus stop.
Please don't drink. Hello. Don't bring pepper soup into this matter, please. Pepper soup has done nothing wrong.
No, you see, just like I'm making money, and another people want to come into that system.
No, what I'm saying is don't tarnish the good image of pepper soup. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
That's what I'm saying, really.
You know, the thing there is, let's just put their house together to do what they want to do, but they should leave the general public.
Great to hear from you, but I must move on. I've got Samson on the line. Samson, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, my name is Eda Comrade.
Go ahead, please. I've called your name already. We don't need your elderness. Go ahead.
Yes. I don't know, Dayo, if I can talk about the U.S. team, about the 86%. Can I talk about that?
All right, that's not been discussed right now. We've got 15 minutes to go before 4 p.m. Once again, top of the hour 4, the business news comes up. Discussions continue after that. Numbers to call are still the same, 0817 93 0002 or 0003 or 0007. Live on facebook.com /Nigeria Info PH. And WhatsApp is on 0809 030 6416. Let's see, do I have anything via Facebook? I'll get to that in a moment, and I will be accessing the WhatsApp shortly as well. Hello, Hello. Welcome.
Dayo,
Hi, go ahead, please.
Yes, Dayo, I think, let me just tell all the truth of the matter. The truth of the matter is there are some unsuspected people who are very close to the government.
Oh, sorry about that. I guess he may have to call back. Let's see if I can find out what's happening on the WhatsApp right now. Alright, via WhatsApp, now it's not only the NURTW that's impounding people's cars. Some top officers in the Obiapo Council are involved in the business. I've been a victim of the activities in the car from Rupok who sent that in. In the car, if you experience that, go to the Obiapo Council, go report it to the chairman or any other top official over there, and do let us know what the result is. I've got Wabo Eze from about the line. You're welcome. Please go on. Hello, you're welcome. Go ahead, please.
Please, I've heard what you said, and you are very correct. The truth is that NUTW has caused mayhem, has insulted and assaulted the public. The truth is that recently in Umuahia, that was 3 days ago, they had bloody clashes at EC Gates in Umuahia. So the mayhem or the menace of UTW is causing the general public many things. Recently, I was a victim that they stole from me. Many of their members are touts. Many of their members are robbers. So, government must do something on what they are doing. Thank you so much, Daya, and have a good day.
You as well. Shay from Ilelewa, you're welcome. Please go ahead.
Oh, good afternoon, Daya.
You're welcome. Go on.
I think one of the good things they have done to the general public is when the general public are inside the keke, and you see the touts running inside the keke, but eventually they cause accident, and the general public are involved in that accident. I think that is one of the major things they have caused to the general public. So I don't know what is the concern of the general public regarding this their own union or whatever. You need to see them here at Elelewa. They hang themselves at that speed bump, and that is where they from the jump enter keke, which is not really proper. And another thing that I would like to bring your attention to is, why are they selling tickets on Saturday when it is not even working day for government or whosoever they claim they are working for? And this is not really proper. Thank you.
So you're welcome. Via WhatsApp. You said it all, Dio. Those guys vandalized my car. As I'm talking to you now, I'm unable to fix it up to now. OC from Rumaulu sent that in. Someone says, if you so please don't. Nothing Pepper Soup did in this matter. These guys are a complete nuisance. All these groups use the same template, copy and paste with our politicians. How does their internal rancor affect me? The government continues to look the other way because they serve sinister purposes for them. The NURTW union members are the major problems we are having on our roads, molesting motorists, and it's more worrisome than that most of our leaders benefit from the illicit money. Thanks to the new Abalga boss who stopped their illegal activities around the Rumokoro axis, even when the former Abalga council boss denied their activities. Woike Odinaka said that. Let's see. Above is a statistics of billions these Agberos in the name of NURTW make out of us. That's from Charles. Okay, Charles has said something here, some data from the International Center for Investigative Reporting. Transport statistics and annual revenue paid to Agberos in Lagos. From this data here, number of commercial buses 75,000, amounts paid each day 3,000 naira, amounts paid yearly 82.1 billion naira. Number of motorcycles, Okada 37,000, amounts paid each day 600 naira, amounts paid yearly 8.1 billion naira. Number of tricycle, amounts paid each is 50,000, amounts paid each day is 1,800 naira, amounts paid yearly 32.9 billion naira. Total amount paid to Agberos annually 123.078 billion naira. That's supposedly in Lagos alone, and this information is courtesy once again the International Center for Investigative Reporting, ICIR. All right, Charles, thanks for sending that one in. Now, Dio, so these tricycles really have a union and executive leaders. Why have the leaders not been able to detect their members who are using tricycles to snatch bags from people and other atrocities? It's the same general public they have been duping that will come to their rescue. Tell them we're not interested, please. That's from Bob. I've got Frank. Well, I had Frank on the line. He's gone. Hello, name's Isdor. Is it Isdor or Isidor? Do you know that the same task force that was kicked out from different locations are relocated to other places? I saw about 6 of them at Fruit Garden Market area now, standing in different directions looking for who to devour. It's a terrible situation indeed. Let's go over to Facebook now. I've got Ike Precious on Facebook going. Good evening, Dyer. I've always said I don't know what they do. I really don't. What is their objective? How many drivers have been killed by security agencies? What did the union do to get justice for the drivers and their families? Drivers have been extorted every day. What have they done? So what is the benefit of being a part of the union? Apart from sharing monies of hard-working drivers and Nigerians, they are used by government officials to mobilize and show ungroundedness. That's why the government always turns a blind eye to their crimes and destruction. That's horrible indeed. Absolutely horrible. Hello, Hot Factor, welcome.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good day, go ahead, please.
Yeah, this is Mazi Etezan.
Go ahead.
So I just want to pass information that this young man that
Okay. Sorry, lost a connection with him. We got about 6 minutes to go before 4 o'clock. A reminder to put the hour at 4. We got business news coming up. When I return, we're discussing extradition matters. As if, extradition generally, but as it affects Sunday Igboho. We might look at the Nnamdi Kanu scenario or situation as well. My guest, of course, Barrister Richard Wokocha, once again will join me for that conversation. But your thoughts are still welcomed at this time. Hello, Hot Factor, welcome.
Hello?
All right, go ahead.
Good evening, Dale.
All right, go on.
They want to extort money from us forcefully, no way. Will become their personal public. The people they extort money from. Now they have internal crisis. We are general. You see, a bunch of confused fellows. And you know the worst, Dale.
What's that?
actually adults, people's fathers and mothers. I'm just ashamed of this group. Thank you very much, Dayo.
You're welcome. Chima from Chuba, hi, go on.
Yes, Dayo. Dayo, I think the information at my disposal has it that some people who have relation with government come together with NURTW to perpetrate this act. It is clear, you understand? Because NURTW does not have any power to come out on road and apprehend any vehicle. So there are some people who are connected to the government and are the one who is behind all this. Right now, I'm talking to you, they have relocated to Rumola. Right now, they are apprehending vehicles. I passed through Rumola. I saw them apprehending vehicles at Rumola. Right now, I'm talking to you. Thank you very much.
Okay. So the question does arise, why, as many persons have also raised, very important for that matter, why has government not done something decisive about this? Yes, there are pockets of efforts being made here and there. I did mention the instance of the Obiakpo local government chairman, George Arielu, doing something about that recently. But has that brought an end to the scourge, even in Obiakpo alone, let alone all of Rivers State? Why is the state government not taking a stand on this? And yes, it's not peculiar to Rivers State. It does happen in other parts of the country as well. And the government in those places ought to do something about it, also rein these people in as well. But I'm more concerned about what happens in Rivers State at the moment, because I live and work in Rivers State. That's my catchment area, if you will. So, well, nationwide, something ought to be done, something definitive, something meaningful has to be done about this. But in Rivers State as well, something has to be done about these criminal persons. So NURTW, once again, whoever issued the letter as to who your leadership is, the general public, quite frankly, cannot be more unconcerned about that. I don't think anybody cares really who issued letter or who did not issue letter. What we are concerned about is that you're reining your criminal elements who go about struggling with drivers to control their steering wheel and snatching their keys from them and forcibly impounding their vehicles and robbing them of their hard-earned money. Daylight robbery. That's what it is, actually. There's no other word for it. Daylight robbery. When you decide to turn a new leaf and give your lives to Christ, then the general public will be interested in listening to you as regards that. And I hope that the government also, once again, will take this seriously and do something about it. These things affect the kinds of things we talk about sometimes in this country. Just completely amazes me. How that the whole world knows that this is going on and people are being robbed on a daily basis and government does nothing about it. It's quite amazing indeed. Quite amazing. Anyways, we've got the business news coming up shortly, but via WhatsApp, a comment or two. Good evening, Dial. Name is Splendid. One of them destroyed goods, drinks worth 99,000 naira on Tuesday in my company. Now his Ogas denied the guy. He's begging that he has no money to pay. The case is at Adedayo police station. There is a problem in our system. Please ensure that he pays every to the last kobo. Because when he's jumping into people's vehicles and forcefully dragging the steering wheel with them, even if a woman with children in the back seat is begging, he won't listen. They don't listen. So please, I beg you, on behalf of the general public, do not listen to him. He must pay to the last kobo. General public. He said he opened the boot forcefully. Very good. He must pay. When he was opening the boot forcefully, I'm sure the driver, the passengers in the car, take it easy now. He didn't listen then. He didn't listen. So, on behalf of the general public, please do not listen to him also. He must pay to the last kobo. It's 4 p.m. Business news comes up now. I'll return afterwards with more discussions. Please stay with us.
Set your time on Nigeria Info, the correct time.